So Trina,
What's up?
you been having some shit on your chest sometimes, so get that shit off of you.
I don't even know where to start. Ugh. I think everybody's about to go into a housing crisis because I can't be alone and not being able to afford my mortgage. So, y'all heard it here first. We're gonna fucking have a whole bunch of people that can't afford their mortgages soon.
Why?
Either from
Why?
ARMs, like adjustable rate mortgages, or from groceries going up so high, rent going up so high, all that, or not rent because you would have a mortgage, but like groceries, like clothes for your kids.
So
Yes.
let me perspective, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I always, or I can't say always. This is something more new to me and thing that I'm practicing in my life, and it's just self accountability. And when I say that, I think about every single aspect of my life that I can personally control, and I also try to apply it to every person that I come in contact with, and can they make the same decisions? And the answer I come to is, can they? Yes. Will most people? No. And when I break it down, it may make sense to you. And the level of accountability that I'm trying to present to people may make sense to you also. So, for example, I think it'd be more sustainable for people to live more or in bigger groups. I think it'd be more reasonable for, like, say for you, for example, a person like you and your mom or your sister or your brother, the closest kin, to all invest in one place, one property, one particular.
If you don't like the motherfuckers.
See, that's a different, because now,
Or you just don't like live with nobody like that.
well, then you kind of, you can get, you create your own space. That's how, you have friends, you have a different network, a
Like
different
different
village
people to
where
live
you
with.
can go, hang with, or be with for a particular time, but you have a place
But
that's
you still gotta
yours.
live with them.
No,
But you still
no,
gotta live
but
with them. But like you'll have other places to be.
yeah,
Stay
yeah,
away
yeah,
from them
yeah.
at
But,
certain
but
time.
but I mean, or you deal with the differences, for economic reasons, or until you're in a different place where you can branch out, you know what I mean, and do different things. But you still have a base. You have something, like, whether that be, and if like I just think it's more sustainable for people to do that than it is for people to try to do it. Like for you, in your particular, it's more. It makes more sense
Yeah.
to have a village than it would be to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can't be in multiple places at one time. But if you got that village, other people can. You know what I mean? And that is how people have survives and sustained for so long. You know what I mean? And they get you out of that element to be able to control you and push you in certain. They
It depends though. So if you own the house and you move people in, you're having faith in the fact that they're gonna pay their portion every month consistently. You're praying that they'll leave when it's time and you're ready. And you're banking on them being healthy mentally to be around your children in your mental space.
because now you're completely dependent on You know, like, and again, this is not just an economic shift. This is a whole psychological, like, because you're
No,
still,
I believe in villages. I really do. So I'm not opposed to these like thought processes, but I think you should expand it outside and say like, if you don't get along with that family, I don't think you should sacrifice your mental health or your happiness or your time at home and be somewhere else because you don't get along with those people and still live with them. I think you should choose maybe a different village.
right. No,
'Cause it
no,
could be anybody, right?
you're
Like,
right. You're right in a sense. So, but I'm thinking realistic. So, like, okay, so like what I'm working on right now, my family, we got like 37 acres. You know what I mean? So on that, I want to have a little farm, be essentially self-sustainable, have some cattle, you know, chicken, do a little, you know, like literally be able to at a minimum feed my family off my own
be
land.
comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So and with that, and I can do that myself. You know what I mean? Like personally, I can work that, and we ain't gotta go to the grocery store for very little, you know. So
You would slaughter your own meat too.
right, absolutely. So I've
You
been
done that
limited.
before?
Yeah, so not huge cattle like that, but yeah, small stuff. Yeah, I
Handled
can.
it okay?
Yeah,
I would be gagging the whole time. But
Nah,
I was curious. I saw somebody skin a deer one time and I about fucking had a heart attack.
yeah. No, I've seen, I watched, I've helped people skin a few things.
You do that
But yeah,
all the
nah. I mean, to eat, yeah, nah. It is what it is. That's a different, you know. And then you do it a little, you know. You drain it. You do, you know. It's a little cleaner in a sense, like if you ain't rushing, you know.
Yeah.
But right. But if I'm in that environment, I'm prepared for that. You know what I mean. So it's like
You know what you're doing.
right.
You're
But
doing it. You
right,
know it.
right. But but that is more. So if I was doing that, and that's how you had steak or you had hamburger or whatever, and your job was to, you know, make sure all the bugs stayed off the veggies all day and they was good. You know, you just
What the
you might have you might have hit them with water. You know, walked out. You know, you might have walked out there 3 or 4 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like to check on them, you might have had to put some blankets over or something when it's
There
cold
was no fridge. So like, what do you do?
because there's no what.
So I go check on them because there's no fridge. Like they're hanging over something.
No. This why they growing. You know what I'm saying? Because they out. This is natural. We ain't spraying no fertilizer. We ain't doing none of that extra. You know what I'm saying? This is all organic, like real deal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. My
See-
garden got eaten up. I don't buy some white shit. I don't. It was like white flies or something. So I mean,
Oh yeah, nah. We ain't nah. It
covers
was,
were. I mean, it was like they were. It was really exciting. Everything got real big, and it was like all of a sudden next day, white flies. I don't even know what those are.
yeah. I don't know. You might need to get a little closer to. You see when
Does it
your
need to be red like that?
yeah. You see how it's going up. See how mine going up. Yeah. So yeah. And then my voice already carry a little bit more, but
Yeah.
make sure it come raise up a little bit in order don't
Okay.
stay down. But you can obviously scoot closer a little bit too.
I feel like I want to move it to me, or I could just.
You can do both. You ain't gotta look so serious either. Your whole facial expression changed.
About what?
When I said yeah, you was like you got serious as fuck. You was like,
I was just trying to focus on getting as close and as efficient as possible, so I could make my bar rise as high as yours. I'm making yours lift up. Look,
no, but
now I'm taking over.
my voice still a little bit higher than yours too, though. So
That's okay.
or lower, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, so yeah, no,
We're not doing that. If I'm around, I mean, you know,
no, but
stay out here and farm.
but that's just how we've been conditioned to, like, you know, that like if we don't choose to live in this method, then they don't control us with the housing market and credit and all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You got to
like
go off grid.
right, like it's because this is their system, and we've adopted that. You know, so unless we have something of our own that we can create and that'll be sustainable for us, then what's the alternative? You know, against going against it. What's the option? So if we go, if
Could you still like, I guess, find something else like under the table to make money with, and then you still go to the grocery store and buy like the stuff that's already slaughtered and packaged?
what you mean under the table, like.
I don't know, some side hustle. Like, I don't know. Maybe you farm and you sell your stuff and you sell like the cattle for them to go slaughter it. You know what I mean? But you
So,
spend the money
without Uncle Sam getting his cut,
because maybe they'll tell.
I mean,
I feel you.
you ain't doing too much. You know, that's the whole point. That's why.
know.
That's the only reason why you can't sell drugs, because Uncle Sam ain't getting his.
Yeah, as soon as
You know?
you spend a little extra.
So you got it. When you figure out how to beat the IRS, when everybody on one accord like that, then you can talk. You know, they'll take you out. They might kill me for this type of shit.
I know.
Hey,
I love the IRS.
I ain't going that far now. I do not. Fuck
You
them
said that, not me.
man. Fuck them motherfuckers. I ain't got time. They ain't never did shit for me. Take off my bitch.
I'm scared of them. You think I'm playing?
I be going to work. Them motherfuckers ain't never at work with me.
Fuck, you go to work not like the motherfuckers will still find a reason.
They ain't never at work with me.
I was just complaining about this today. They know everything I make. They know everything that
They
know what I should get or they know what I owe. Why can't they just send me a check or a bill? Why do I have to? Why I have to file my shit?
When they see your check before you do.
Yeah, but I have to file. I have to crunch numbers and do shit.
They get they cut before you do.
Yeah, I know.
They ain't hit the clock one time.
Mm-hmm. I work for the government. I really don't. If I did work for the government, if I worked for the government,
we ain't talking about
it. But they're paying you. This has to be said. They're paying you to work for them, and then taxing what they're giving you and taking it back. You know what I mean? It's so funny to me. That's been something that I've had to wrap my mind around. The same people that are paying me are taking it right back, and then I'm giving so much.
I guess it made more sense for you to get taxed than for me.
Does it really?
Because you work with the
shouldn't I get a tax free
veterans and shit? You know what I'm saying? You doing, you got the government paying you,
I feel like healthcare should be free for me. I feel like
no, I agree.
For everybody, really.
It only makes sense.
I shouldn't get taxed. They should just.
I'm thinking about this.
Give me a check and then pull back out of it. Why just give me what you were going to give me in the first place? You know what I mean? You are the people that do that. Why do it so officially?
I'm honestly thinking about getting in a position where I can move my family to a different country
Or hear me out. We can just start our own IRS.
Nah,
it's a company.
Yeah, but I ain't got no money like that. I don't know enough people with I be trying to get a couple partners together to go in on some business and shit, and it's like that shit weird. I got a couple partners though that I really kick it with tough though, and they about that life, but shit just be weird sometimes, man. It's like.
What country would you move to?
I'll probably go, somewhere Central South America, just because cost of living gonna be crazy cheaper.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be all love, and I just keep my whatever I got here and rent it out or whatever, and then live down there for fucking way. Listen. If I spent what I spend, if I paid monthly what I pay here,
you could have a mansion.
I'd be living in
Texas too. Not a mansion, but you could have a bigger house.
Yeah. Nah, it's still
or South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. But still.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
Rather live on an island, obviously.
I'd rather be in Florida though than any of them places.
Really?
Yeah. Just so I get a little bit of everything.
Those choices, yes. But what state would you if you could live anywhere in the U.S.? Where would you live? If you could, it wasn't a problem. As far as ideologies and everything else are concerned.
I could live. That was the option. To live anywhere in the United States. Me and the wife sat down and had that conversation because when she was applying to PA school, she can go anywhere really.
Yeah.
I work. It don't matter.
Right.
So it was wherever you want to live at, wherever you want to. So, but I've been to every state in America minus Alaska
Yeah, I've never been to Alaska either.
and Maine. Never been to Maine and New Hampshire. I'm
I've never
sorry,
been past
Vermont, whatever.
DC or whatever, Virginia. I don't know which one's above. What?
But yeah, so I've been to some really beautiful
pick.
places, some nice places. I've seen some, a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't nowhere.
Nowhere but Florida.
Yeah. I wouldn't pick another place.
I don't know what my answer would be either.
I personally, I'm a country boy at heart. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and it's different when I go places because some people say that, but some people, you know, a lot of people don't. You know, because
Are you Southern or country?
I'm country. I wouldn't say I'm Southern.
What do you think?
I'm from the South. So Southern. So that's some people. A lot of people. When I say I'm country, they don't get like because I ain't Southern. You feel me? Like I ain't got no. I ain't. You know. I
What
don't.
do you associate with Southern though? Like, how do you confidently say like?
So Southern to me is a lot to do with first and foremost a language. You know what I mean? Like how you talk, how you sound. Yeah, your draw. You know what I mean? That's the first thing I think about. Like if somebody say, like a Southern girl, she got to talk. She got to talk a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like you can say a girl from the South. I mean, two different things.
Yeah, I think
you
I'm
know what I
from
mean.
the South.
Yeah, you're a girl from the South.
Interesting. Yeah, whenever I say that, like I think I picture like the you know, what is it, Mansoor Candy from fucking Django? What was his name? Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Oh fuck, I don't remember.
But like that, like I picture a fucking plantation. You know what I mean? And like when I hear Southern and that like real like long draw, and then when I hear country, it's kind of still a little. It's not the most positive. None of it's positive for some reason in my head.
So you don't look at none of that.
Weird association for me.
That's
But I'm white.
interesting.
It's weird. It's weird because you know, white. I feel like white country and white Southern both have negative connotations for me, and I don't consider myself either. You know.
So I know. I got a lot of white country friends that, you know, I think. See, and I
know you.
That's interesting though that you
I know
think.
you do, and
That's
sometimes I
interesting,
wonder. I wonder like. Has it become just so normalized? I don't know. They may not listen. I know some country people are like straight up like the coolest, like open-minded, non-racist, you know, whatever people. But
So you associating.
I do. I don't know how
Country.
not to because everybody I ever knew, and I'm white, and I feel like people become more comfortable around white people showing their true selves. You know what I mean? Because they think maybe you might agree with their ideology.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
no,
you don't get the same, but I feel like you also know, and you're overlooking. You know, you overlook some shit.
yeah.
And I wonder why. You know what I mean?
No. So now there's levels to it for me. You know what I'm saying?
I say that, and I get it.
There's certain things that I'm gonna, you know, like political beliefs. I'm gonna let a lot of that slide. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't really
Right.
Because I don't expect everybody to have the overstanding. You know what I mean? To be, you know, as to think the way I think on that. You know, that can't be my expectation of people. You know, and honestly, like and it's gonna sound selfish as fuck, but like I don't really need people for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not selfish.
yeah, you know what I mean. I don't really, you know, I don't really care to affiliate with a lot of people because of they, you know, religious. I really want to affiliate with them because of what they do, because of how they live. You know what I'm saying? Because that perspective is different than mine. And I always thought that it was just a way for me, even if let's say in a scenario that's just my enemy, that turn out. Then I done been in that game room too. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I mean, at worst. You know what I'm saying? At worst, you know what I mean? I know the way he thinking, I know the way he move, I know what he do, you know what I mean? Like all that. And that's cause I'm out here. I live that. I can go, get, down and dirty just like with everybody else. I can go, like it ain't nothing that nobody out there doing that I can't go do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to, you know what I mean? But I just, I done been in some situations with some people that, I know I can trust them. You know what I mean? And that's
If you felt like you were overlooking something with somebody, though, do you think you could really like hang out with them on a consistent basis? Like if you gained something from them, like could you overlook like something that kind of hit you in your core beliefs? Like
nah. So I'm super like I don't do too much. Yeah. You like I don't. I
don't need you for shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
Not too much dependence.
Like if I
I've seen a lot of people in my life like that. That's why I asked, because like I'm so hell bent against that shit, and it's almost to a fault because like I've watched it happen, and it turns me off so much that I'm complete like fucking you hold anything over my head. I'm like, bitch, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Fucking dead. Fuck
because I just don't. I don't walk around with that energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't live like that. If I'm doing it, it's because
females get it a little bit more too. In different ways. So like, I guess it's more triggering for me.
And it's what's crazy is it goes different from like male to female. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's why, like, I hang with, I got a lot of female friends. That's just, like, just because, like, on the other end with dudes these days, nah, it's just like y'all chill. It ain't no, like, for me, I don't have an ego. I don't have like a point, a testosterone that's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going in the room to beat my chest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel as a white person, when somebody points out some shit white people did, I'm like, that's fucked up. I know that's not me, you know what I mean? So why am I getting defensive? Like, I would rather understand it and not ever even get close to repeating it than to sit here and be like, oh my God, not all white people are like that.
Yeah, but
my ancestors didn't do that.
Not everybody.
I just don't think being defensive is a.
I used to try to figure out why, like, dang, why don't they just understand that? Like, but I gave up even trying to make it make sense to some people. You know what I'm saying? People just gonna be, who they are. And I'm just treat me well and respect me in my presence.
The thing is, though, like I could work with you and I can find something good about you that I can like fuck with. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna sit here and make my day miserable. I try to make the best out of every day at work, obviously. But I'm not fuck with you outside of work. Like I'm not gonna be like trying to hang out with you, or I'm not gonna trust you with anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. If you just like a jackass, like
kind of hateful,
yeah.
Like bullies or like mean girls or any of that. I don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, nah. I ain't yeah.
And rather the underdog, the weirdo, the one getting bullied is probably the best one.
But yeah, I had to steer my energy away from, honestly, away from like racism in general, and that might sound crazy because like
you were fighting a losing battle.
Nah. Yeah, nah. It wasn't. You got to pick. You got to do what you got to do, but that ain't if I put my energy there, I'm behind the ball.
And you'll be there forever.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm behind the ball already because they moved to something, beyond that, because it's not about race anymore. Like they've like it's an economic battle. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about.
The Handmaid's Tale is gonna happen. Personally.
You what?
I think the Handmaid's Tale is gonna happen.
That's funny as fuck. You should hear the wife talk about that. That's crazy. She had me watching that shit crazy though.
You watched it?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Stressful, right?
I mean, I wasn't stressed out.
Because you ain't no fucking woman.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, as a girl watching that shit, I was like, this shit feels like I walk out the house and be like, what the fucking person next to
Listen,
But
listen.
really, you're
And I told her, I say,
possible.
look,
Possible.
I say we gonna ride. I'm gonna ride as long as you
But
know.
her man rode for her too, and like, look what happened.
And see, this is why I got a couple of my country partners because we got.
Have you watched all the seasons? Have you caught up? Like you?
Nah, I ain't in it like that. Nah.
Do you know that she had a baby with another dude? Because she.
I might have known something.
I just want to ask you what you would do. That was stressful too. I was like watching it. I was like,
Didn't they steal her though?
What would I do? She was still fucking him after she found out her husband was alive, but she loved them both. You know what I mean? But I think she loved the new.
Oh yeah, I
more.
feel like I did see that. I did see
New
that.
love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, shit.
She
You know,
goes back to her
shit
husband,
happens.
and she admitted everything.
Shit happens.
Yes, how you feel? Leave my ass fine. Shit happens. So good.
The fuck was I gonna do? I was dead. You know.
You're fighting to find her the whole time.
What? Okay, I wasn't fucking nothing on the way.
Kidding though, for real though, because she did think he was dead.
Right.
Damn, she moved on fast. You know what I mean? Because she was forced too, so like, it's complicated.
It's the movies.
I know, but I'm just saying, if it
See,
was
that's-
like a
and
real
that's-
life situation, what would you do?
I be having this conversation. If it was like, what you think we would like? Let's go back 1,000 years, right? What you think we was doing there? What you think?
I mean, I feel like the man was fucking multiple people, but I feel like women, like historically, weren't. No, they weren't.
They weren't what?
They would like be with the other women, like they would all get pregnant at the same time. It's like this whole theory.
So one man would get all the women
Yeah,
pregnant,
it's like a lion. I mean, look at the lions. Like
and you
one male to multiple females, and he's the father of all the babies.
so you think that's how the population?
No, I mean, but I'm just saying, like
But
back in the day, you took it back in the day. Like, I mean, I feel like
Yeah,
it was archaic.
but so like that wasn't even really
Survival for women is smart to group with the other women and only have one man.
right. But one man's got to be strong and wealthy. He's got to be able to
Maybe
feed.
back in the day, like what was considered wealthy?
He got to be. He got to be able to.
muscular and be able to get you pregnant.
He got to be able to feed them.
The women, listen. You get in a group of women, you think you need a man to feed you?
What?
Who? What?
So they got to. He got to protect
The
them.
lion pride. What happens? The women are the ones that go out and kill and bring the food back.
Right, but you think you got to get a big enough pride with enough women to go out. So you think women was
You need in human form. You only need like 2 or 3 women, like 2 or 3 bad bitches. Like you
Come
can
on,
take
let's-
care of. You can go kill your own shit. One would be like, listen, I can make the bow, but I can't. I will gag if I have to shoot this animal.
Now we gotta get it back.
Like,
We
I
got-
love shooting animals,
we got to get it back.
and they would like just dudes like watching TV, reading a magazine. You know what I mean? You don't have to do anything. It's just
So we got to get it back. We got to get back to the
He's
village.
just getting bitches pregnant. That's all his job is. Like,
So just one dude, just Keaton.
yeah, he's that's all you need.
Come on, man.
Women, listen, women are survivors. We just need some good dick and like,
Y'all obviously survivors. You here. Y'all thrive.
yeah,
I think it's more y'all than it is us.
hopefully
I'm just saying.
we'll outnumber y'all one day.
I think y'all do though, if I'm not mistaken.
Not in China. They have like a horrible influx of males because of the rules that they had put in place.
So let me ask you this. You said earlier you're an alpha female. What do you
Changed my mind.
you change your mind?
Wrote that. I
Okay.
sent you a video. You didn't see it, did you? I think I'm
Oh,
a
no.
Sigma female.
Sigma female. Okay. I would consider myself a Sigma male.
Like, I said I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was only. I remember you telling me about it, and I was like, I
Yeah.
think it's only like male Sigmas. And I came across this female. I was like, there's girls that do this too.
If I'm gonna put a title on it though, just because I don't I'm definitely not an alpha male because I don't go into a space. You know what I mean? Like that's just not me. You know what I mean?
You're not aggressive, and neither am I. Like, I'm not an aggressive person. I can be if I have to be, but I'm not. I gotta find what I say you because it was good.
But like I asked that question because, and I would ask any female this, why would you want to make that choice to be like I hear women say, I had to be the man. Like, why would you?
I don't think anybody really wants to choose that. If they're truly like a feminine female, like I feel like I'm a girly girl, like for the most part. Nobody wants to feel like that.
So, but I don't even understand the psyche in it because, like, and this is just from my perspective. One, and the most important thing, regardless of how much you try, whatever you think you can do, you're not gonna be the man. You know what I mean? The best thing you can do is be the best woman you can be in that scenario, and that is probably the best thing for you in that scenario, and the best thing for your sanity. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't think most women are even labeling it that. I think men who want to come up with an argument for that, like label us being strong and like fighting through shit as being like the man. I don't think anybody's like I have to be the man. I mean, there might be a few. I can't.
yeah, no,
speak for
and
that.
I was only referencing that to hearing people say I had to be both. Like that's just something that's just weird to me.
And they may have just been wording it wrong. I do think a lot of us feel like we're having to take a role that we have no idea what to do with, and it's scary and confusing, and you feel like you're fucking it up because you aren't that person, but you still do have to take up that space. They need space, to be able to have whatever the male provided as a role model, and then whatever the female provided. But we don't really know what that is. We're just trying
Yeah,
like to fulfill everything.
no doubt, and I think that is the most important aspect of it, and that's something that, and maybe not all men recognize that,
Want
but
them to
I
still
do.
have it. You're like, I wish you had that. I would give that to my kids if I could.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But thinking like and the way I'm looking at it, I'm wondering like if it has anything to do with the psyche because like the fact that you're thinking because you don't have that you have to overdo or be something beyond more or than just a mother. You know what I mean? And when the reality of it is
You
all
see
you
him,
can
but
do.
but until you've seen it in with your own eyes from a boy, and you're the mom, you see them seeking it, and you don't know exactly what they're seeking, but you know that it's something that you can't provide as a mom. And I don't know that you overdo it, but you at least stress yourself that you're not
Oh
able
no,
to do
no, I'm not.
that.
And I know I was seeking it.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
you
I
can
mean?
see it. And
Right.
listen,
And I
it's
ask
good, man.
questions,
They're
so I
looking
know.
for it.
You know what I mean? And I'm not.
Something that's missing.
So I know I added stress to that, but at the same time, like
You didn't mean to.
that was a question that was gonna happen. I was gonna ask that question, so I know it was gonna stress my mom out. Don't get me wrong. Now obviously I didn't know that then.
Do you feel like you have a hard time showing like other males like true affection because you didn't have like a dad to show you like, or did you have a male in your life that actually showed you like physical affection, like not in a non-sexual manner
No,
growing
never,
up?
never. I think
You take it weird now?
no. I think I'm. It's something that I've tried to like consciously tried to be more. Like tell the bros I love them. You know what I mean, and be like make it a thing. Like hug them. You know what I mean, and be more genuine with that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like because I was more. Just that, and that wasn't just with that was just with anybody. You know what I mean? Like I had to, that was something I was, I had to deal with.
I feel like I'm super affectionate because I didn't have like super physically affectionate parents. I knew, I don't know, I felt like I knew they loved me, but like,
Yeah, nah, yeah, and maybe that's a different thing for like, for from a female because like it's different. Like men just aren't, men just can't walk around super affectionate. You'll catch a charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
I warned
just
someone
being
today
honest.
that I might sexually harass them. It was a girl, new girl. But I read the room first. I didn't just like
I'm just like,
Yeah,
but women get away with that type
we
shit. Like,
do. It's wild.
I can't tell you how many women that grab my ass like
You could you ballpark it?
100,
That's a lot.
like that I
I
can
don't think
remember.
100 men have grabbed my ass.
That's wild. I would assume it was,
I give off that fucking gangster energy. They don't even
I
want.
mean, I guess that's
They don't even want to
the
fuck.
way we talk
Maybe
about it.
I'm
I'm not
just not
just.
attractive. That's fine either way. But I don't know. What did you do? How'd you react? You liked it?
It depends.
Half the time, 3/4 of the time,
Sometimes there's a good pinch.
quarter of the time.
Quarter. I mean, most of the time this happened like when I was in college. I was young
Right.
too, so it was
You had the football pants on.
not even. I was out at the bar. That shit was wild when I was in college. Though. That shit was crazy.
Bars are crazy. I did get groped in Jacksonville when we went out for New Year's one time. Clubs can be a wild place.
I went to a strip club in Jacksonville one time. I went with some girls, 2 girls.
Don't you have to in certain strip clubs in Louisiana? It's like that. There's one that's like
I
that.
don't know, but we was so. When I tell you, at one point in time, the dancers came over to the girls. They was mad at the girls because the dudes was throwing more money on the girls
They were better
than
than
they
them.
was, yeah. And then after that, like couple dudes, it was like some dudes who like played in the league or some shit back then. They pulled out some big bags of money and just started throwing it everywhere, and the girls went crazy. That shit was crazy. Then somebody started shooting.
I gotta get my homeboy I was telling you about on here. He was telling me about he worked at in Vegas as a like a valet guy at like a real popular hotel. And he said you would see like the prostitute, like the hooker, like I don't even know what you would call them, like escorts. Really,
Escorts, yeah.
They would pull up and they'd be like, he was like they weren't even that great looking, like they were making like $5,000 an hour, like pulling up in the mom van.
I had no
Anyway,
idea
he's
how
got, like,
crazy.
craziest stories about like the strip clubs out there and stuff.
That shit wild. I had no idea. Like I told you, I've been to Vegas a bunch of times. I never like slept there, spent the night in Vegas, but
I've
like
never been.
Vegas is, and I never even, I went inside of one strip club in Vegas, but like I just seen, like all I did was gamble, casinos and shit. But like I said, man, Vegas is
How
like,
much did you save to go do that?
I used to do it like when I was traveling from work, so it was like a pit stop because it was cheap for me to fly from North Dakota to.
So what was your budget to like lose when you would go?
Oh shit! I mean, I was just depending on what I was. I mean, I was never like a big loser. Like I go down $200-300, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't gamble
Right,
like
so
that though. I ain't
the
know.
gas station and I lose and I'm like,
Yeah, nah.
I fucking knew it. What a waste of money. What a waste of
I can have
money.
$10,000 in my pocket and buy $200 worth of chips and lose the $200 worth of chips and be done.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can't.
Like I don't have, or I might go in and buy 800 and lose 800 and be done.
Right.
I might lose 1,000, but
Oh.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but when I buy, like, I ain't gotta greed, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta keep trying to go back and buy my money, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, like, if I said, I play with, $1,000, I pay with, but I'm not the type to go put 5,000, 10, play 800
You
a
keep
hand.
pulling out more
I'm gonna
and
go
more.
like I can have 10,000 in my hand and play the minimum at the table just because I like playing. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy playing different card games. Like I gotta play poker. You know what I mean? Like now, if I got a good poker hand or some shit, I go in like I play. You know what I mean? But like,
Did I ask you this? I don't know if I asked you this before. Can you play spades?
yeah, what the fuck? What type of question is that?
Listen, it's more than you know.
I'm country, and I'm from the South.
Okay. True.
I'm
That's how I know too. I'm not Southern. That I'm a girl from the South.
But
Because Southern girls, I don't think know how to play spades.
I'm a real nigga though. Like I can, you know what I'm saying? Like people be, that's what I need to say. Like,
When you take the card,
yeah, they would have called me a colored boy back in the
You'd
day.
kinda
Regard,
jump a little
I
bit.
got white friends and shit, but this shit, I just look like this. I'm a real nigga though.
you keep
People ain't gonna like that shit. I
play
guess.
the country music on your stories just for the.
My wife white too, but I'm a real nigga though. My wife and my daughter a little nigga too.
Cute. Don't be talking about baby like that. He's so cute.
She a little nigga baby.
Why we get to this? I'm talking about. Listen,
That shit made you real uncomfortable.
no,
huh?
it didn't. But I'm just saying. Do you get up and you slam the card on the table when you know you're winning the book?
For the people,
like
for the
that's
people
what
that can't see
determines whether
Trina,
you
she white. All right, she whiter than a motherfucker too. All right,
translucent.
chaos.
There's really nothing I can do about it either. I've tried.
I need to get it a
Tried
bit
to
of that.
tan. I don't want to be, it is what it is, right? But I don't. It just you look a little better when it's a little. You can't see the veins and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't really be wanting to show my insides all the time.
What you mean? Show your insides.
I mean, I
man?
feel like I'm translucent. Like I feel like you can see my veins. You can see like I don't know. That's why when you bodybuild and you go into competitions, you tan like a motherfucker because it just looks better.
So get a tan.
So I do, right? But like you have to be careful because then I'm like high risk for skin cancer. So I do the fake tanner and then I'm like, I don't know what's absorbing into my skin.
Go get
And
you
it's
some.
really not that big of a difference.
Go get you some.
And I don't want to look like one of those. I don't want to be like a what was her name? Rachel. What was it? Dozek?
I don't know what that is.
The lady that was pretending like she was a black lady. Black fishing. She worked
She
in
a
college.
black. She a black lady.
She taught like African American studies. No, she was a fucking white lady, and she got like a fucking perm to make it look like. Cause so if a white person gets a perm,
Oh yeah.
hair like kinky.
And
curly,
then she
right?
put on
Like,
the
depending
paper
on-
that she was. Is that the lady?
She fucking like
She put that she was.
spearheaded like scholarship programs for.
Yeah. I remember that.
I remember her name.
That was crazy.
Rachel something. Fucking crazy. Yeah, she had a lot of people convinced, and then they like dug up pictures of her when she was a kid, and her parents, and the dad was like, I don't know why she's doing this shit. I don't know why she's saying that.
That's fucking wild.
But she
I remember that. I was like, yeah,
she stuck with it. She was not gonna
this is me.
on that one.
Hey, that's how she identified.
I don't even know if she said it like straightforward either. She was dancing around it, I think. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
saying, but,
am I white? You know, like, am I really white?
but,
Like,
so what?
do I not teach these?
She. What if she had a drop?
Does my hair not look like an afro? You know what I mean?
What if you got a drop?
What do you mean?
What if you got a DNA test? You got a.
Oh yeah, I mean, see, I don't think she did that either. I think she fought that too, or said she was doing it, and it's like taking forever to like result. You know what I mean?
First, if I was her, I would have took it. Most motherfuckers got a little. You ain't have nothing. You ain't have no.
I think I have like 3%, which is probably normal for a
What?
white person.
What?
Like the bare
Back in the day. Back in
I got
the day.
3%.
A drop.
So I'm black then.
You I'm gonna tell you this right now though.
How much does it take?
There would have been no chance that you was gonna fall into that category back in the day.
No. I would have been in the house.
You would have
What
been
do you
on
mean?
top of the house. You'd have been.
No, for real.
You'd have been
Locked up
boss
in the room.
lady. You'd have been.
Paler than ever because they used umbrellas and shit.
What they
didn't-
call master wife.
Ew. And I would have been fucking somebody on the low.
The lady.
Ugh.
The lady.
I'm glad I didn't live back then.
Yeah, you'd have been
Not being. You know what I mean?
you'd have been letting his captain, his first hardest workout, the other big strong one who beat all the slaves. You'd have been letting him blow you back down, or
Would I?
well, this would have got you. They might not have hung you, but you couldn't have got pregnant with no mulatto baby.
I think I would have been dead. I would have been dead as a kid. I don't think I would have made it. And I genuinely believe that shit. Who's to say? Because I didn't live then, but there's no way I could, like, there's no way. They have to fuck me up, hang me some. Like, that's fucked up. How you just gonna go along with that shit?
Trina, I gotta stop calling you that on here.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, you better went into survival mode and lived. See, that's y'all women problem. Y'all always be trying to bark up some tree. Y'all ain't got no business going up. You, hey, some of them slaves stayed their ass in line. The motherfuckers wasn't fighting. And when all the motherfuckers fight, then it's your battle too. Nah, don't let me say that, because that could have been, you know.
So I'm a bandwagoner.
Nah, I ain't telling you to be no bandwagoner, but I'm just telling you, be mindful of the battles you choose. That's all.
I have, but some shit you just gotta stand on.
Yeah, nah, but you, good thing that's something that we got to stand on in this day and age.
No, for real.
You know.
Be bad.
But it's different type shit we can stand on. You know that I think personally that could be just as beneficial, that we can take that type of stand on, but we don't. So that's what I'm saying, you know, be mindful of how you even think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you had that same type of aggression towards, you know, like let's say for example.
Don't give me no example. It's not exactly even with the shit, because it's a big deal.
Just saying.
Are set.
I'm just saying. Like, I mean, but this has got to be on a bigger scale, though. It ain't just you. You know what I mean? Shit that can make real change. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, so
you know. But you work in the industry. Like, all y'all decide we ain't going today.
Who? Oh. You take. What are you talking about?
And we ain't gonna get into specifics on what you do and all that, but I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
In your line of work, if you just decided that everybody was gonna stop.
But it's such a big group, it would be like, it would never happen.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But it really wouldn't. And some of us really would do that shit, but it's some that, like, they'll tell you straight up right now today.
But no, okay. So look at it like this, and if everybody's doing it for the right cause, or I won't say the right cause because that's a fucked up thing to say.
So many right causes.
Right. Let's just say if everybody's doing it for one of the main good causes, and that's for helping people, then there are people in positions to find a way to continue to help people, but stop the system from benefiting so much in the way that they do, in the way that they take advantage of the people. So we could essentially change the establishment. So yes, y'all could stop going to the hospital, the big, you know, that pump all these pharmaceuticals and the people and that do these, you know, and you could go see these local, you know, like a you know, doctors who can open up their facilities, who may have, you know, who can still treat people, you know what I mean, to whatever resources they got, and also help people who want to be helped. That's the biggest thing, because some people don't even want to be helped.
But there's so many, like, out there waiting for that to happen so that they can get paid, like, quadruple the amount to be a strike employee. So
well, yeah, but
they groups of different types
they still
to stop this stuff from happening.
No, but again, that's a numbers thing, and those are the people that are doing it for the right reason or not, and that comes down to.
I can't be fucking mad at them. You want to tell me I'm gonna make? There was one that was like $15,000 in 10 days. You work 10 days straight, 12-hour shifts. You go to a hotel at night to sleep. You go right back in the morning for 10 days straight. Make $15,000.
But now you're a slave to the system, because now, okay, so you make.
Say you already are, and you're fucking broke as shit, and you have all this debt to pay off, and you need to do this and that. Like, that's like.
Right, but what if you stopped and you didn't go and you stuck with everybody, then all that debt and all that stuff becomes irrelevant at that point in time. That's what I'm saying. You got looking at the
fire all of you and just rehire.
It's
wild. I'm telling you, people have tried to make shit happen in large groups. Large groups have tried, and then like They just like
See, so again,
pay for it for your whole life.
like that, the thought process
Yeah.
and the fear is the reason that people don't and people won't.
I'll still do it though.
No,
I'll be
no,
real.
no,
I still do it. I do it
I
tomorrow.
know you
If
won't.
they
I
if
know
a
you
bitch
won't.
called me tonight and said 75% is fucking striking tomorrow, I'd be like, bitch, I'm in. Let's go.
Chester,
and
hey,
then
they
show
go,
up.
they go, they gonna call,
Outside,
they gonna
so
call
get
you,
out of my car.
they gonna call you and be like, Trina, double. We're gonna give you overtime, regular pay. Everything overtime, we're gonna be triple.
Are they gonna pay my credit cards?
Huh?
Will they pay my credit cards? Maybe. Like I could offer some stuff. Like if they pay my credit cards,
They gonna double your pay. You gonna make double what you make.
Because that's what they're gonna pay a strike nurse, if not more.
Triple?
Yeah, triple. I'll come in there and run the whole unit for triple.
They offering double.
Yeah.
They offering double. Or get the fuck out.
I'm getting the fuck out.
You gonna walk away from double?
Oh yeah. At what cost? I'm gonna be there by myself.
You think you the only one gonna stay?
Other nurses, and we're gonna be taking care of critically ill patients, watching people die, and everything else. No thanks.
So then you gonna go somewhere else and make the same?
No, I would just go somewhere safer and like make less. It's a longevity thing too, right? You lose your license and you can't make money ever again. Plus, it's humans. That's probably should be the number one reason. It is the number one reason is because I don't want to hurt anybody. I like humans for the most part. I want them to live.
For the most part.
Mm-hmm. They're all right. Sometimes.
Who's one of the worst humans? Men?
I wouldn't put a whole category on it.
No. What you think?
I could name some people, but I won't.
Name some people.
No, I love men, women, non-binary, trans. I love them all.
So why you don't love that girl who?
Fucking people.
Why you don't love that lady who identified as black?
I love everybody except that bitch. Rachel. I gotta look up her name so I can say it.
That lady.
She's a mess. Like
that lady had a drop, man.
it worked. Bro, I thought it just popped up. Like as soon as I typed in Rachel, hold on. Rachel, I'm just gonna type in D-O. Dolezal, look. Bro, that's so funny to me.
She got a fro. Let me see that shit.
She permed her hair like that. So when white people get perms, it gets like real curly, like, and you could pick like the size of the curler, you know? And that's what that bitch did. She permed the fuck out of that shit into the
She looked like a Negroid.
Oh my God.
That shit look painted on.
Is there a little video we should play it and see if she sounds like she's trying to sound black? You know what I mean? Like, or she's trying to sound different.
She changed her name to that?
I don't
Nikki
remember
Amari Diallo, born Rachel Ann Dolezal.
Anne's one of the whitest names. No, I know an old black lady named Anne. But
This is Wikipedia. It said is an American former college instructor and activist known for presenting herself as a black woman despite being born to white parents. She is also a former National Association for Advancement of Colored People
I told you.
NAACP chapter president.
She was running like a whole little.
She was born in Lincoln, Montana. Yeah, I've been to Montana. Montana is fucking beautiful, by the way. If you ever got a chance, I ain't see y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't see y'all.
Listen, Arizona, I heard my cousin.
The one time I was with
that
one,
was
man, I ain't see
She
no.
was like, I didn't see one black person. It was really weird.
Yeah, no, I ain't see no bad people there. So yeah, that's a little suspicious. She went to Belhaven University, Howard University, Education Director, Human Rights Education Institute at somewhere in Idaho. That's suspect though, because Idaho, yeah, I went through there a little bit. I ain't seen no white people. I mean, no black people.
I bet.
Part-time instructor at North Idaho College. 2005, 2013. President, NCAA CP chapter, Spokane, Washington. It's a lot of white people up there in Spokane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's that. You can get yeah. Me, yeah, I can run into some problems up there. Part-time instructor at Eastern Washington University in 2007, 2015. No wonder she can get away with doing the damn NCAA ACP. She like that NCAA CP chapter up there was a fraud. The whole
Was
chapter,
it?
but it gotta be. If she got away with it, come on, man. I don't really know.
Isn't that wild?
Spokane?
She was a whole imposter.
Man, listen, man, ain't no NCAA. Ain't no, they got the NCAA, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about NCAA.
There wasn't nobody to even
It's the
fucking have
NC
the organization for.
Hey.
She's teaching the classes like 99% white people.
I'm calling.
There's like one black person in the back.
I think I said NCAA the whole time. It's the NAACP. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, though, man. It's the NAACP. But listen,
I'm still thinking about all these places that she was teaching. I don't know. I just feel like she was.
nah,
It's like the dude on How High.
that's wild. How the fuck? But yeah, Spokane, that don't surprise me. I know a dude from Spokane. He was a honky. I don't know if you know what that means, but
I mean, I feel like I do.
yeah,
I feel like I do.
he was a real deal honky. I don't use that word too often.
I mean, he deserves it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Nah, but I knew another dude from Spokane. He was cool as fuck though, super chill. Like it was just crazy, and they was yeah nah, and they was friends. They was friends, but they were just completely different people. It was weird.
They were friends.
Yeah,